KUSI's auto expert Dave Stahl is highlighting. All right, Dave, it's a Grom, is it 2021 or 20?
This is a 2020, but the 2021, the only difference is you can get it on this with ABS. But Motorcycle Monkey here and we're going to get 10 of them, and we're going to start a rowdy motorcycle club. You want to be part?
Is it a Grom or a Grom?
Grom.
Grom. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Correct. There's a Grom. But, I mean, can you imagine Rudy riding this?
Absolutely.
I know. That's what I just said. I whipped around the block in it, and, you know, it's not a highway bike. It's kind of a track bike if you go to events where you don't feel like walking. We got Clint with us, and Clint, he rode this thing in. I had to put him in my car with seat heaters just so he could stand up and talk.
Oh, I'm frozen. There's a chill in the air this morning. But yeah, I had my gloves on. I'm 245 pounds. This bike weighs like 225, loaded, full of gas, a 1.3 or 4 gallon tank, but it gets like 134, 135 miles to the gallon.
And it still goes about 50 miles an hour if you really put your foot in it.
If this hauls my fat butt 50 miles an hour, this thing gets up and goes. It is a single cylinder, 4-stroke, air-cooled engine. It's chain-driven, and I'm going to tell you something. This thing is bulletproof. Like, I was so impressed with, I mean, look how small this is to me, right?
I know.
And it hauled me just fine.
I know. I just took it out, went buzzing around. It's got the LED lighting. And now this one, where'd you get this?
So this is from Ride Now SoCal in Vista.
Yeah. Now that's where what is it? Fun Bikes used to be.
Well, I think it used to be North County House of Motorcycles. I'm not exactly sure. Was that what it was?
Yeah, House of Motorcycles.
But it's Ride Now SoCal, and they have a massive selection of bikes. That's why it's so funny that I wound up with this one.
Right.
Because my buddy Brett, I said, hey man, I'm looking for a bike. You know,
I've been bugging you to get this.
Right. And I said, I'm looking for a bike, but I had forgotten. And then all of a sudden, Brett goes, dude, you need to take the Honda Grom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, Dave wants me to bring that. So it was perfect. And you even mentioned this is perfect as a track bike, a camping bike, a vacation bike.
Exactly. I mean, instead of pulling a Jeep in the back of your motorhome, you just roll this up on one of those little single track racks where it rolls up and rolls out. I mean, and okay, this thing's what? Just a tad, right under $4,000.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's $3,399, so $3,400.
Right.
MSRP. So you could get out for under $4,000, I think, maybe like the mid to high threes.
And this one's got some trick stuff on it.
This one does. He put some better levers. He put some suspension on it. He put an exhaust on it. You want to hear it?
Oh yeah.
Check this out now.
Check this out.
Oh.
Turn the key there, Hollywood.
On is better. Hold on. Well, I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on. This happened last time to me.
Did it really? Don't you love that?
Yeah, I don't know what I did here. All right, well.
Stand up. No, shouldn't.
Well, all right. So it starts, I promise. I promise you I wrote it in.
Guess what? You're going to have to push start it.
Well, no, it's going to start. I did something to it. But anyway, yeah. Oh, that's why. Hold on, because you turn the engine kill off.
Well, that's what you're supposed to do.
I don't do that.
That's what it's there for. Trust
me. That was the engine kill. I promise that was not
this. But see, that reminds me of Hondas back in the 60s and 70s. That's the kind of exhaust it's got.
Well, yeah. Yes. And,
really?
And the funny part about this is that my uncles used to ride these kinds of bikes all the time. Of course, they weren't called these. So that's so funny. You just did it again, and I never do that.
That's what it's there for.
Is that to save the battery?
Yeah.
Anyway, but my uncles used to ride these bikes in the desert.
Okay.
And this is just a prettier version.
Get on.
Are we going to get on together?
Okay. This is actually, are you ready for this? You want to see comedy?
It's got a passenger seat.
You got a passenger seat.
Look at this.
So we can go flying down the freeway. If we had helmets on, we'd be good.
Remember Dumb and Dumber?
Oh,
we're there, man.
I couldn't help myself. So, hey, they also have another one this size. It's called the Monkey.
Yes.
And that's really retro. It doesn't have the high sweeped up back fender.
Right, it's flat.
And I'm kind of looking at that one because with this one, I ride a little bit more forward than what I like to ride. So I'm thinking about, we'll get of course, the Monkeys are all out of stock.
They're real hard to get, but Ride Now SoCal, like I said, Brett, he said he can find us one. The thing is that it's about $400 to $500 more than this one. Yeah. But either way, you can't go wrong. These really are bulletproof
and they're
bikes.
Fun to ride. So anyway.
So much fun.
We're going to go get a donut. So you guys have a wonderful Friday. I'll throw it back to you guys.
Dave, I was about to come out there and scold you for doing that without a helmet.
I didn't go anywhere. I didn't move an inch. I knew you were coming out. Even as cold as it is, you'd come out and smack me in the back of the head. I know.
seeing you two guys on that bike is something you just can't unsee.
I know, and it's going to go on Facebook. It's going to go everywhere.
A lot of people are going to be, and the suspension of that bike certainly was.
Oh, come on.
Talk about compression, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm telling you. But
All
hey,
right.
have a great weekend, you guys.
Thank you. You too. Thanks for coming in day after Thanksgiving.
Our pleasure.
Have a good rest of your weekend,
Thank
gentlemen.
you.